Ooh, I made it. There's Tom. Hope you got some writing in today. There's Mr. Frank. Hope they let you use the forklift again today. Yeah, Browsinga is right. I've had a morning so far. Not sure how much writing I'm going to get in. I get up this morning. I don't want to. I want to sleep in. Crazy nightmares all night. No, they did not, because I get there and they're like, oh no, we called you and we canceled. Like, no you didn't. Yeah, we left a message. I look at my phone, I'm like, no you didn't. What number do you have? They look, my number. Although now thinking about it, maybe they have the wrong area code. That could be. Anyway. I'm like, alright. Guess I'll reschedule. Okay. Just call us and we'll reschedule. Okay, can't do it right now. Okay, no problem. So I leave there and I'm annoyed. Because I actually had to get up, get out of the house, put some pants on, you know? So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to take a drive. Yeah, I got hoes in different area codes, is right. I think I was one of their hoes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to drive on 17. Because I was going to go to Dunkin' near my house. And I hate that Dunkin' because they are awful. Even though they've been there for about a year. Yeah, I drive down Mulholland Drive. And every time I go to the Dunkin', it's a drive-through only run, right? And if I order anything but a coffee, they automatically park you. And there's no parking. And it's the entrances for Winn-Dixie. So it's always very busy. They're like, oh, just park out front. I'm like, so I block the drive lane when people are trying to come in from the road. Like, that's stupid. Yeah, A1A, Detroit Avenue. So I park across the street at like a little strip center there, and I make them walk. Anyway, I hate going to that one. And they always get my order wrong. Last time I went, I ordered a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese. And it took them, no lie, like 15, 20 minutes. And when the guy handed me the bag, and I drove away, and I opened it, there was a toasted cream cheese, a cinnamon raisin bagel. Not sliced, no cream cheese, nothing. They just heated up a bagel for me. I ate it because I was hungry, but I'm like, you fucking assholes. So I don't go there. Because they can pass you a coffee, but for some reason, yeah. So, like, when the last time when I went that time, I'm trying to think. I think I was on my way to go see. I was like last Saturday, the Saturday before, whatever that was, to go see Win and his group up in Georgia, and they literally parked the three cars in front of me and then me, and then the guy comes out and he's like, "Let me see your receipt," and I'm like, "Here." He's like, "All right," and then he just brought. He had like two bags, and he brought both bags inside. I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you people doing?" Shit, Winn Dixie got your own crop. Exactly. It would have been faster if I'd gone into Winn Dixie, bought a thing of bagels, bought a thing of cream cheese, came home, made them. Would have been cheaper too. So anyway, so I left the physical therapy place annoyed this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a ride, but I'm not gonna get. I want Dunkin', but I'm not gonna get it over here. I'm gonna go to Georgia and get coffee. That's right. I'm going to take Route 17 west or east, whatever way that is. And it's like a half an hour away. Not a big deal. It's a nice ride. You go past a lot of water. There's a lot of farms out there. There's a lot of abandoned buildings. All kinds of fun southern things. Past Steffen's restaurant, which we went to last week and loved. So I'm like, it's just down 17, because when I left that Saturday hanging out with Win, I'm like, all I did was got on the road instead of hitting 95, which I hate. I just took it all the way 17 all the way home. Half an hour. No big deal. Yeah, the Steffen's restaurant. It is a great, great restaurant. So I just get in the car, I start driving. I got I got the Hair Nation on, little Ozzy's Boneyard, fucking around doing some different things, just all the windows down. Georgia Peach flavor coffee, no. That's Peach World, I can get it there. Has Guy Fieri been there? I don't think he has. Guy Smiley might have sat at the counter. It's just one of those little local places that has good food. It's not expensive. It's just delicious. Really, really good. I had coconut shrimp there last week. They gave you so many shrimp. I brought half of them home and had them the next day for lunch. So I'm just driving and just enjoying myself, singing along to some songs, you know. And they're playing some tunes I haven't heard in a while. And then, like, you know, Garb, I'm like, I don't want to listen to Foghat. Who the hell listens to stop playing Foghat? And then it hit me, and I'm like, wait a minute, it is after 12. And I started driving at like 11. So I've been driving for like an hour. Yeah, La Bamba, they play that like 6 times. They play the Death Angel version of that and also the Exodus version. So both versions. And I realized, well, shit, I'm not going to make it home in time now. And I went the wrong way. Son of a bitch. So then I drive for like another 10 minutes until I find 95 South sign. I take 95. And now I'm on exit like 31 or 32 in Georgia. And the Dunkin' is on exit 3. So I've well overshot. Did you play the driving national anthem, Simple Mind by Jungle? That is a phenomenal song. Phenomenal song, yeah. I wish they had played that one. So I get off of, I'm like, you know what? I still want coffee. I know I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late anyway. And I hate 95, so I'm going to figure out what the hell I did wrong for the next time. And I want Dunkin'. So I pull off 95, and then there's a turn lane to get to the Dunkin'. And there's a car in front of me. And she just not going. So I beat my horn. And then she looks in her rearview mirror at me, and I'm like, go. There's literally no cars coming down the highway. So now I go on my window, I'm like, go! Fucking go! I'm yelling. So she finally turns. Of course, she turns into the Dunkin'. And she looks like, I'm not trying to be mean, she looks like Jabba the Hutt with glasses. Literally Jabba the Hutt with glasses. This little fat troll woman. She pulls into the thing, and then she's asking 1,000 questions, and it literally was like, no lie, like 8 minutes at her ordering. 8 fucking minutes at Dunkin'. You don't know what Dunkin' has? What's in the $6 meal? Bitch, it's on the board. It's in read. It's in front of you. Oh, I don't want that. What's the can I mix this with what's the 100 fuck, and I'm just pissed, and she's kind of looking back at me, and I'm just shaking my head like, what the fuck are you doing? So then she changes some of her order, and now it's like $30-something, and she's like, well, no, can we get rid of the refresher and something? I'm like, there's one of you in the car, and you've ordered like 3 drinks and like, I don't know, 15 other things, you fat piece of shit. And she gets up to the front, and then she's saying to the lady, can we change? I don't want this, I want this. And the lady's like, hold on. So now you got to redo part of the order. It's just fucking annoying. So at that point, I had texted Frank and Tom and said, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late for Twitch. So then all I ordered was a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese and a large fucking coffee. Britney Spears. And so that lady finally gets all of her stuff, and then she just pulls away. But she doesn't leave. Like, she gets to the end of the road that's coming in, and she just parked there in front of me. So I get my food, and she's going through her bags. So I start to go around her, and then she starts going, and she stops. So I slam on my horn. I'm pissed. And she's looking all around like she don't know what the fuck she's doing. So then she goes. So then I go. And then she gets back on the highway, and she just takes off. And I'm good. Go on. Hopefully you're going on 95 and you're getting the fuck away from me. No. I jump on what is called 40. 40 east I'm going, I think. 40 west, whatever. I'm on that road. And she's now in front of me. And it's a one lane. It's just a one lane, It's a fucking side road. And it's 55, and she's going like 42 miles an hour. And there's just enough cars that I can't pass her. So I'm literally laying on my horn like a fucking lunatic now. I'm pissed. And I realize that when I had passed Stefan's restaurant, phenomenal, that next road is 40. I should have just made a right, and I would have been there like 10 minutes. No. So now I follow this bitch literally the whole way into Yulee. Over the bridge, back into Florida, and she's doing like 15 miles under the speed limit, and I see her eating with her mouth open, and I just want to punch her in the face. I'm still so aggravated. Finally, we get to Yulee, and I'm like, if this fucking asshole's going straight, I'm going to illegally go around her. I'm so mad right now. So she gets into the other lane, and I just pull up, and her windows are down, and I say, you're a fucking cunt! And I give her the finger, and she's just like so like, what? What's so confused? Like, she doesn't know why she's a fucking cunt. And then I drove. And I was just so aggravated. She ruined the whole second half of my ride. And then I get home, it's, I added another, it took me over an hour to get, which should have taken like, I don't know, 30, 35 minutes. Miss Frank says, your life is chock full of so much adventure that you can't even recognize you. I know. It's just like, my life is just one wild thing after another. God, now I know why Tom doesn't leave the house. I'm gonna take my old man pills this morning. I have a fucking heart attack. Just annoying. So yeah, that's my adventure for this morning. Do you have donuts here? Name all the types. It was worse than that. It was... What combinations can you put on a croissant? Well, man, we could put anything on a croissant. You want butter? You want cream cheese? We can do bacon, egg, and ham. We can do... she names all of them. What about a bagel? Same thing, man. What about Do you have? She names something else. Yes, we can. Yeah, literally anything that is a pastry item or a bagel, we can do that. Okay, let me get, and then she orders like one thing. But let me ask you another. What's the refresher? Well, it's whatever pineapple, mango, whatever. Can we do it without the mango? No, ma'am. It's a premix. It's pineapple and mango together. Is it sweet? Yeah, ma'am. It's natural. You know, it's fruit. It's natural. Would it be too much if I added 3 sugars? I mean, that's up to you. On and on and on, and I'm like, holy shit, lady. It's like you've never been to a Dunkin', but then she uses her app when she gets up there. After she changes her order again, then she uses her fucking app. So I'm like, you've been here before. But when I pulled up, I said to the lady, I said, Jesus Christ. I said, that lady took fucking 20 minutes. I said, I'm trying to get shit done here. And the lady just kind of laughed. Did anyone watch Gold and Greed on Flicks? I did not, because we watched, what is it? Midnight Agent? Is that the name of it? The second season is out. I didn't realize the second season was out. So we started watching that, and the girl in it is just fucking annoying. She was annoying in season 1, because she was kind of in the way. This one, she's like, we watched like 3 episodes, 4 episodes. She's just in the fucking way, and I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. There's Nick Zinn. Speaking of not enjoying, speaking of enjoying somebody, she's on the verge of telling that one because of the red F1 thing. Pretty much, yeah. She looked so confused when I said, you're a fucking cunt, and gave her the finger. She looked so confused. And I apologize for my language, anybody who is watching this, except for Nick Zinn. You deserve that word. I love that guy. Nick saw Gold and Greed. It was good. I understand if that's connected to the treasure Nick is looking for. Don't get Nick started on trying to get every single treasure out there. I mean, one at a time. I don't want to be super super rich, Nick. I just want him to make us rich. But that was my day. And it's only 1:38. We are 1:38. So I'm going to try to get some writing in. Not sure I'm going to get a lot in because I'm still all wired up. You know what I'm saying? Wired up. I probably need to take a shower. Because I got up to like 87 degrees. I got all the windows open. And I'm driving so damn slow and sweating. Are you going to look for the gold ingredient? Yeah. Once he's done with this treasure. Calm down, Frank. One treasure at a time for Nick. You're going to totally confuse him. And his imaginary fiancé is going to end up breaking up with him. Because he spends all of his time doing this bullshit. Just leave it alone. It'll all work out. I need more info on that one besides the offhand comment at the end of the doc. It's all in the giant clock behind him. There you go. I will probably watch that coming up sometime this week or next weekend. I'm sure tonight when my wife gets home, we will watch the rest of that Midnight Agent one or whatever it's called. Night Agent. Something Agent. Secret Agent Man. The last 2 nights, 2 days, 2 nights, the dog, Alice, has been at the emergency vet because she is having some issues. So Shelly's been up and down, calling the vet like every 3-4 hours. So hopefully she's fine and my wife can grab the dog. Finally, Reacher is over, so I don't have to listen to that woman ever again. Oh my god. I noticed in the last 2 episodes that her accent dropped. It was a little less when she said her fake Boston things. It was still there, but not nearly as bad as it was in the beginning episodes. But yeah, I did not like her at all. A good thing with Reacher is they'll move him somewhere else the next season, and you won't have to hopefully see any of these people again. And with Neely getting a her own spinoff, hopefully you won't see too much of her either. And now we know Reacher is a Yankees fan. Yeah, which makes no sense. I thought the guy was supposed to be so intelligent and smart. So that made no sense. You ruined the whole series for me. They did crush the Brewers with their MIT. Yeah. Yeah, that's just stupid. You know, that's fine because we'll just make the Red Sox are trying to make some cyborgs to play some position, so that will even things out. Those bats just look stupid. But you have the 5,000 memes like, oh, did they get those from the Flintstones when Fred Flintstone was on the softball team? I can't believe MLB allows that. Manfred is a fucking asshole, and he allows. He's like, oh, good, more runs. Oh, we're gonna get more fans in the seats. Oh, this is gonna be a great thing for me to make money before I leave in a couple years. That's all that is. It's literally like, let's throw in all these thousands of different stupid rules, pitch clocks, and guys starting on saying, let's change the game of baseball that we've loved for over 100 years, so that people will like it. Let's get as ghetto as we can, like the NBA, so cool kids will start watching baseball again. Shut up. Yeah, chicks dig the long ball. Well, you know, you're doing that, and he's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get some controversy, and let's get people talking about the bats now on every single fucking show. Let's see what Mike and the Mad Dog have to say. How are we supposed to have another George Brett incident with all these right? Exactly. The whole thing is dumb. I'm supposed to be going to Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game on Thursday, April 10th. Because some gentleman read my a view from my seat baseball book, and he's I think he's like in his mid 60s. Anyway, he's hit all 30 MLB stadiums, plus some of the original ones. Like he's been to both Yankee stadiums. He's been to a shitty one the Expos played in back in the day, and he's hit 47 of 120 minor league stadiums. And he's supposed to go to Daytona Beach. He's supposed to hit Daytona, the Tortugas, I think on the 8th or the 9th, and then he's going to be up in Jacksonville on the 10th. And he was like, I would love to meet you and buy you a beer. You can buy me a hot dog for $2. And so me and Shelly were like, you know what, let's get tickets. We haven't been to a game in a couple years. It'll be nice to get out and go get and go see a game. So we're gonna go see a Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game. So that'll be fun. All the fans of pitching are being let down. Yeah. Tortugas Rump game, exactly. Yeah, it's like a little shitty single A wooden stadium with a lot of charm. We went about 3 years ago. They had the Bob Ross bobblehead night, so we went to that. When I first moved down here in 2001, it was 4th of July I moved down, and I stayed with my brother for a couple weeks until I got rented a house, and me and my brother never get along. So every night I would go over to Daytona. They were the Cubs then, and I would watch the game. It was like $5 bleacher seats, and I think they had like a $15 all-you-can-eat Tuesday game or something like that. But the lines were crazy, but I got my money's worth. Yeah, it was a happy little bobblehead. Yeah, we went. My daughter went with us. We all got a bobblehead. I remember as we were leaving, some dude was like, I'll give you $20. I'll give you $20 for every bobblehead. $20. Just sold all of them. Fucking guy. So there you go. So we're going to a baseball game. We got a lot of crap coming up this month. Not really all happy about it. And our 10-year anniversary on the 18th. So off to Tybee Island, near Savannah. We got a hotel overlooking the water, and I made reservations for a very fancy steak place. No nude beach up there. I checked. No nude beach. This ain't Sandy Hook. You know what I'm saying? No, the unhaunted side of Savannah. That part. We stayed in Savannah several times, and every time they're like, "Oh, you know the hotel's haunted." I'm like, "Every hotel's haunted. Every street corner, everything in Savannah is haunted." It'd be more impressive if you said, "Hey, go to this place right here. No haunting." There must be like 15 ghost shows there every week. Yeah, because it is. There's like 100 different ghost tours as well. It's like going to St. Augustine. It's like 1,000 degrees, and they have ghost tours. Expedition Tybee, exactly. So it'll be good. Get away. We're leaving like Thursday night. It's like 2 hours away, so not far. And then we're going to be back later on Saturday. Not too late, though, because my wife has to start cooking. Because Sunday is Easter. We're having everybody over for Easter. So she's going to get a lot of prep stuff and get all the food ready to go, all the stuff, so then she can throw everything on Sunday morning and have everybody here by 1 o'clock or something. I don't know. My wife does like her holidays. I just like food. So. What are you doing for Palm Sunday? Nothing. Palm Sunday is when? That's Sunday. That's the 13th. Nothing. Why? What do you want? What do you want to do? You want to hang out? You want to come down? We'll go to Stefan's restaurant. Our anniversary is on Good Friday, conveniently. Yeah, so the 18th I will not have a Twitch. Not sure I'm going to get a lot of writing in today, to be honest with you. Probably gonna do some edits today too. Writing down in Dirty 5 right now, but down in Dirty 4 needs an edit because it is due, I guess, in 11 days. We'd be painting lamb's blood on your front door for Passover. Why wouldn't I? Give me one good reason not to do that. Yeah, then Creeping Death will pass. Or as Creeping Death says, I shall pass. Maybe we'll watch the Ten Commandments. Maybe we'll watch Ben-Hur. Maybe we'll watch The Godfather. March of the Wooden Soldiers. So many great movies to watch. And growl, oh yeah, yeah, what you do, exactly. Nick said, I saw a Cars cover band on Saturday, Panorama. Realized I never needed to see the Cars in person. Fine band, but not real rocking out music. No, I always found the Cars to be boring. Boring, and then when they had their hits, they were all just very pop, cheesy, and definitely a sign of the times garbage. I'm just going to say it, garbage. Cats were new wave yacht rock. So were the Cars. Yeah, the Cars and the Cats, they used to tour together. I just found them to be boring. There's a lot of bands from the, from the 80s that were just boring. As I was surfing around the stations on satellite radio, my wife has programmed in like the 80s, the 90s, and then 500 country ones, and then a couple for me. And on the 80s one was The hell was her name? The one that the song My Baby Takes the Morning Train or something, Midnight Train, something. Sheena Easton. That was it. Sheena Easton. I thought, how funny is that? Found out the imaginary girlfriend loves Bon Jovi, like keeping it a shameful secret from me. How can it be a shame? That's right in mine Frank's wheelhouse there. Bon Jovi, come on. She doesn't like any of that newer garbage though. Hopefully she likes the first few albums. Liz Phair, yeah, no, there was no Liz Phair on. Although they did on Lithium, the alternative thing, they did play a Tori Amos song, and not even like the good song. Rico Kasich used to come into the grocery store I worked at in high school. He would go straight to the bulk candy section and overstuff a plastic bag, then grab a gallon of chocolate milk and check out. You know, you got to protect that voice. You got to protect that voice. A video popped up and she was singing along. Always was a video. And I will love you always. They played Runaway on Hair Nation today, and John Bon Jovi gave the whole setup on how they got signed from that song, and he got signed from that song, and blah, blah, blah. Did Rick wear sunglasses? Yeah, was he wearing sunglasses when he stole all that candy? What drug makes you want a lot of candy like that? I mean, not weed. Like, is there like meth or something, or coke, something that like you need a shitload of sugar all the time? Or am I thinking of just me being fat? Did Rick float into the grocery store on a sponge and a bubble bath? Yeah, with wings. He's like an 80-pound zombie, yeah. Classic. Was he hanging out with Ron Jeremy at the time? You were like, hey, can we all get a picture? No one's going to believe that we're all hanging out together in the grocery store. But we get some writing in tomorrow. Amanda will be over. Tom will be over. Hopefully I'll make up all the words that I missed. It's a new month tomorrow, so I gotta jump on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. I'm glad I called that lady a C word. I am. I'm glad. You can be mad at me. I don't care. I never met a chick who claims to have blown Rico Kasich backstage. You never asked me, or I would have told you I did. So you're saying that that's not something you brag about? You know it's happened, though, right? It had to have happened at some point. Like, yeah, somebody's mom, somebody's grandmother, and they're like, they get all. I don't know what you're talking about. But those questions are really the answer to. That is true. Now, my mother, you think, Nick, come on. Your mother's probably wild like the rest of us. Yeah, ask her about the time that Motley Crue and Skid Row came through Wisconsin. Yeah, she'll tell you. Ask her about when she went to the Yanni concert. Or Zamfir, master of the pan flute, master of Nick Zinn's mom. I never understood why he used to say that all the time, but now I realize, and now I know who Nick Zinn is, so it does make more sense. Uncle Michael Bolton. Exactly. What would that be like if it turns out like your mom or like your aunt, grandmother, grand aunt, if they were one of those, if they were a groupie back in the day, you know? That would be kind of, I don't know. Probably not fun if that was your relative, but good story. Nixon's mom might be that chicken who was with the keyboard player from Goo Goo Dolls on Taxi Cab Confessions. Allegedly. I remember that. I remember that. Guys like, oh yeah, we've known each other forever, and then they're laughing like we just met tonight. I'm in the Goo Goo Dolls. I'm like, you don't look familiar. I play keyboards. I'm their touring keyboard player. I'm sure he's not still their touring keyboard player. I was for the grocery store that he works at, where Rick Ocasek used to come in. I'm sure he still tells that story. Wait until cancel culture finds out about the ages of the groupies back in the 70s. Exactly. Yeah. There's a reason there's a lot of songs talking about banging 14-year-olds. There's a reason why Ted Nugent could basically get parental rights to 15-year-old girls from her parents to tour with him. Crazy world we live in. I had a lifesaver just now. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this up. It's already 2 o'clock. I need a nap. Just what those, it's just god awful. All of it. Just god awful. They're trying to cancel Mer and Joey Gatto. Why? For what? Then don't watch the fucking show. Sal should be canceled, but not those guys. I think I speak for everyone when I say Mer is the least liked of the four. I'm sure Joe's making a shitload of money without having to split it 4 ways now too. Awful. The texts from Mer aren't good. Why is he actually doing shit? I mean, nobody better look at our text. Let's look this up. James Murray accused of sending inappropriate messages to minor. Allegations surface amid Impractical Joker's fallout. This is from 3 days ago. Allegations against Murray surfaced days after Joe Gatto faced similar misconduct claims. A Reddit user accused him of exchanging inappropriate messages with her when she was a minor. 2025 allegations emerged March 27th, just days after fellow comedian Joe Gatto faced separate sexual misconduct claims. She shared screenshots. Messages allegedly took place from February 2012 to January 2013, when the fan was 16 years old and Murray was 35. Murray reportedly wrote, "Haha, you're awesome. Once you turn 18, email me the same question and I'll be happy to answer." When the girl teased him about staying single until she came of age, he allegedly replied, "I'll do my best, promise." They also exchanged messages about explicit topics, including dildos. He even said, "I'd love you" to one another. She wrote, "I've only shared what I feel comfortable with at the moment. Censored for obvious reasons. I was 16 and 17 when I first reached out to say I was a fan. That's when he offered meet and greet tickets. Practical Dildos. I love that show. They met in person in both London and New York. We met him again a few times when he came to London. I would go to the parties and stay in his hotel. He bought me lots of nice things, gave me money for private taxis and things no adult would have been needing money for. One text from Murray allegedly read, "I will not say until meet in person." In New York, he invited her to meet in the middle of the night. This all happened between the ages of 16 and 18. She said, "I thought this celebrity liked me, and that was the coolest thing ever at the time. I acknowledge my part in this, but people need to be aware so something worse doesn't happen." His management and team were there. He gave us all access passes, and at the after party, both of us minors were given shots all night. What the hell did Joe do? Yeah, the first one that does not groom a young girl, you're tonight's big winner. The Practical Jokers banned episodes amid Joe Gatto's sexual assault allegations. Certain episodes from Practical Jokers were removed from Max. Blah, blah, blah. 2 women came forward and accused Joe of sexual assault and sexual harassment. Joe entered an inpatient facility after the allegations and even canceled his upcoming scheduled tour dates. He basically didn't say nothing there. Some shows on Max were missing episodes 9 and 24 from the series 4th season, and episode 12 from season 7 were pulled, along with 16 and 25 from 8. Not only did the episodes not appear on the streaming platform, but the same ones were also removed from YouTube. Some of the episodes on the show, Joe in a Speedo or other jokers being inappropriate. I mean, Joe in a Speedo is inappropriate. It doesn't say what about... I don't want to watch a video. Joe apparently asked 2 teenage girls, he asked them to kiss. What's wrong with that? Encouraged them to kiss and lift up their tops so he could stroke their stomachs. He alleged messages from the comedian asking for nudes. Oh, Joe. They're high school students. Is Joe back with his wife? And I know Murray's married. It probably doesn't look good right there. He sexually assaulted someone like a dying day zombie. Did they say that in the article? The whole point of the show is being inappropriate. Exactly. Murray did a Speedo bit with Danica McKellar, yeah, which they show in the opening in the new season. Shelley's not a huge fan of the show. I like it. I mean, some things are funny. She doesn't like when they basically are mean to people that don't realize that who they are. She doesn't like that. Yeah, no difference. Exactly. Yeah, now we're gonna cancel the show and everything else. Just because a couple guys can't keep it in their pants with 16-year-olds. There's got to be legal chicks out there, 18 and above, that they would be able to have sex with. I mean, why do you got to bang little girls? You know, just weird. This show is basically canceled already. Yeah, that's going to be one of those where it's just basically just going to... Now it'll just disappear. What is it, on TBS or something now? And basically the only reason I knew there were new episodes is because I set the DVR, whatever it is, to record shows. According to Q, he thinks it's not going to get renewed after the season. Yeah, I would imagine it's not going to be. And I would imagine they were probably on the fence before all this shit went on. And even though Joe's not in it, he's still tied to. But Sal's doing his tours. You know, he was just in Jacksonville not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. I would imagine Q will have something. True TV plays them 23 hours a day, yeah. Except for those 12 episodes you're not allowed to see anymore. I wonder if you is it going to be like the all of a sudden be like, hey, remember in Practical Jokers? Yeah, they were remember they were like the Jerky Boys. Whatever happened to all those people? Those people should have been canceled. The Jerky Boys. I don't know. Classic. Hopefully I'm not canceled now for talking about it. I need to remind everyone to subscribe or resubscribe to Twitch and also to follow me on YouTube. I'm getting a lot of views over there, especially my coffee of the day posts, which I appreciate. So keep those coming. I also bought 3 boxes of different K-Cups, 3 different types with 30 different flavors. And like one is ice cream, one is chocolate, one is something else. But it's so it's like 90 new ones. The problem is there's one of each, so the videos are going to have the whole because it's the only one I have. When is BK going to get an essay rap? I feel like because Sean was there at AuthorCon, and I feel like he is definitely the angle is definitely going to be that he's the one who found him. He's the one who helped him with his career, even though he literally had nothing to do with anything. Is it raining? No. I thought it was. It was not. Just a little wind. Bill Cosby. Yeah, Bill Cosby. I call him Billy. I call him Billy. All right. Wrap this shit up. I will not be on tomorrow. I'll have Amanda and Tom here writing for a little bit. Then when they leave, I'm going to take a nap. That's probably what I'm going to do right now. But I will be on Wednesday. So look for me then. Okay? Alright. See you later. Nick, find this treasure, man. I'm sick of doing these freaking Twitch things and catering to you morons. Make us rich so I don't have to talk to anybody. With that, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.